Where did this perspective come from? You were born and bred to not have this perspective.
I was not. No, actually, my parents are extremely conservative. My parents they're Russian, but they were literally born in like fucking like the Siberian part of Russia in the middle of buttfuck nowhere, some like random ass work town. And I grew up with the same ideas they grew up with in that work town, and with that came a lot of homophobia, a lot of racism, a lot of bigotry in general, a lot of schisms or phobias, a lot of schisms and phobias.
New band name?
Yeah. But I think I was very lucky to have a very big combination of factors kind of pull me out of that. First, I think, was the kinds of media that were recommended to me. Like, like finding like fucking leftist content on websites like YouTube.
What age around is this like change happening in you?
Like mid-high school. I was conservative for a long time, man.
Mm-hmm.
I got it from the mud.
Straight out the mud.
Yeah, straight out the mud. White man and living in the suburbs.
Manosphere, Charlie Kirk-esque, yeah.
Yeah, getting it out the mud.
Yeah.
It's funny enough because I think actually some teachings by Republican influencers are some of the things that led me to not be conservative or Republican. Like, some of these like manosphere type influencers saying that you should think for yourself and you should analyze everything critically. So I was like, okay, bitch, let's analyze what you said critically.
Yeah.
And then, it falls apart extremely easily when you open up to the idea of potentially being wrong. It's honestly a preferable lifestyle to not be Republican, because I think you stop hating yourself as much. You stop hating others as much. Like, you no longer hate minorities. You no longer hate women. It's fabulous to live with a lot more.
Like a weight has been lifted.
Yeah, it has been. Yeah. I mean, like something like toxic masculinity, for example, it puts a lot of women down. And I think that a lot
Preach, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah. Two guys talking about toxic masculinity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Two guys on a podcast.
Two guys on a podcast talking about toxic masculinity.
Two manosphere influencers.
Future, yeah.
Yeah, future manosphere influencers. Bye.